I'm Robin Hamilton, a slightly grumpy Englishman with no athletic ability. This summer, I'm attempting to cycle the Great Divide mountain bike route, or GDMBR, stretching 2,700 miles along the Continental Divide, from Banff in Alberta to Antelope Wells in New Mexico. It's taken a lot of planning, prep and support just to get here, but with 90% of the route off-road, 200,000 feet of elevation change, wild animals, wild weather, and a wildly overladen bike, there's a lot that can go wrong. How far will I get? Let's find out together. Good morning. Just setting off from the Dude Ranch. That was not a great experience. The big aim for today is, I think it's called Togwotee Pass. It's between 9 and 10,000 feet, and I don't know where I'm staying tonight. The good news is I did manage to get some sleep, and I feel all the better for it. So it was worth taking that almost 0 day. Looks like I can get myself a cowboy hat and boots. Okay, let's move on. I love this sign. Whoa! Morning. Very good, thank you. How are you? Okay, so this is the Turpin Meadows Ranch. This is the place I should have stayed. It's really well maintained. And I'm just going to sit here for 5 minutes and have a quick drink. Just starting the major part of the climb. I picked up my camera bag this morning and I realised I think it's as heavy as the tent. So I'm just wondering if I need all these spare batteries and bits and pieces. I'm working out when I get to a big town whether I could package up anything that I'm really not going to need. Every gram does make a difference. This road is called the Old Togwotee Highway, and you can just imagine wagons, horses, maybe even stagecoaches coming along here. You can also imagine bears, so I'm keeping my wits about me. These wildflowers are absolutely stunning. And just when I was getting a bit concerned about food for tomorrow afternoon, there's a petrol station. Well, that was great. Unexpected gas station. So now I've got plenty of food to keep me going. This is Togwotee Mountain Lodge. It looks like a cool place to stay with the grizzly grill. Let's keep climbing up. Yes, very happy. Continental Divide, Togwotee Pass. Very happy about that. Not over impressed about the weather that's coming this way though. I think that's the highest point on the divide so far. 9,858 feet. The area behind this sign is closed due to bear activity. Do not enter. Entry publishable by law. Okay, better get the map out. What's going to happen with the weather, do you think?
It's going to rain.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Right, I'll find my rain jacket. Thank you. Well, the rain and hail arrived. Jeez, I haven't put my rain trousers on yet because they're at the bottom of the bag. I'm hoping this might pass. There's no shelter out here. I can hear the thunder. Must have lost 500 feet by now. Well, that hailstorm was something, wasn't it? My shoes are full of water. My hands are frozen. I've got some waterproof thermal gloves somewhere, but somewhere isn't any good when it's chucking it down with rain. Mountains look amazing, don't they? I'm at the campground that I'd selected, but it's way too early to stop, really. It's only 2:30. There's somewhere a bit further down the road that looks like it might have a few more facilities as well. I think we're going to get another rainstorm, but then I'm hoping after that the sun's going to come back out. Because, as I said, I looked at the forecast this morning. None of this was forecast. That really was something. Okay. Come to Wyoming, they said. It'll be fun, they said. So now starting up the second incline. I just had some pronunciation education. So Dubois is pronounced Dubois, and Togwotee pass that I just went over is pronounced Togwotee. This next pass is steeper. I may have got it wrong again. I'm still 6 miles away from the beginning of Union Pass Road, and then I've got to go up Union Pass. But this road to get there is brutal, but it's 7 minutes past 6. So I've been on the go for nearly 10 and a half hours. Good morning. This is the setup at the Warm River campground. Got these really big bare boxes. I need some water, so down to the river. Yesterday was a big day, but it looks like it might not have been big enough. I did 55.31 miles. I climbed 5,636 feet, which I think might be a record for me. So I did Togwotee Pass, and I was really hoping to get over Union Pass as well. But what I hadn't realised was before Union Pass, you need to do 3 other big climbs. Well, they seem like big climbs at the end of the afternoon. I just couldn't do it. So I found Warm River Campground, and that's where I am now. I really need to get to Pinedale because they've got bike shops there. I can get my free hub tightened up. I can buy some more sealant because I think I've got a flat tyre again this morning. And I've realised that it's 70 something miles, including Union Pass. Right, I'll have finished breakfast, get myself packed up and get on the road. It's just gone 7 o'clock. Right, Union Pass Road. Well, after my success yesterday with climbing, I was very proud of it. The legs are dead, and this road is horrid and steep. I don't know if I'm going to have to push the whole 4 miles. I'm prepared to, if I have to, and then Union Pass will be done. Also, I believe that when I get to the top, I'm going to have some phone signal, which will be nice, so I can catch up with what's been going on in the world over the last couple of days. Nearly there! Although, I've noticed my front tyre has gone down again. You know you're getting near the top when you start to feel the breeze. I can see the top of the pass. Union Pass complete. And it's a great view. I just had a moment on this quiet road about meters back in the undergrowth, I saw a dark head and an eye watching me, and we made eye contact, and all the blood drained from my body. That was something. There was also a cow, but the most bear-shaped cow I've ever seen in my life. Obviously, it would have been good to have seen a bear, and I still might. On the other hand, part of me is quite happy not to have seen a bear. Just tried to get a room at the Kendall Valley Lodge. Wasn't successful, they're fully booked. Hardly surprising because A, it looks very nice, and B, it's a Friday night. And now I'm racing to get back to the edge of the park so I can put my tent up. Hey, I'm just entering the National Forest, which means I think I can camp just about anywhere. There's no bear lockers here, so I'm going to try and work out what to do with my food. Oh, sugar. Okay, come on. I need to make a quick decision on this. It's all a bit bleak out here. Good morning. I'm just packing the bike up. I went down to the river to filter some water, and a guy from an RV just walked across and said, "Breakfast is served." How cool is that? Everybody is so kind and generous. Yeah, I'm choked up. It's great. Not only that, I've discovered there's a diner about 6 miles up the road. So like any good hobbit, I think it might be double breakfast today. 31 miles to Pinedale. There's a little bit of climbing, but not much. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to dive into a bike shop today, get some brake pads, see if I can get someone to help me tighten up the free hub, and possibly look at a replacement tyre, because there's almost no central tread left on my back tyre now. What a good morning. And they just came over, gave me some sort of lunchable thing called crackers and a sandwich. How generous are people? So back on the route with some tarmac to start with. We'll begin with a small climb. In bike news, I plugged my tyre yesterday, the one that was constantly giving me grief. It doesn't seem to have lost any pressure by this morning. I think that particular puncture sorted. You can see rain over the mountains. Let's hope it stays there. Beautiful Saturday morning. Right, we're now off-road. Just met a local guy, a lovely guy called Rex. Lives in Pinedale, stays here in the summer and then goes to Los Angeles in the winter because it's a bit brutal here. He was out on his bike. He was telling me about the bears, and apparently we're pretty much still in black bear country, not really grizzly now, but how that can continue right down into Colorado. Rex gave me a tip about the brewery in town doing the best food, so I'm definitely going to check that out. I don't know if you can see the Wind River Range. You can see the mountains in the distance, but they are looking spectacular today. Rex was also saying that he's out tomorrow trying to create some more mountain bike trails in the hills. Jackson Hole's getting really expensive. Pinedale is coming up in popularity, and clearly it would be good if they could make it a mountain biking destination. Very pretty around here. Wyoming, you're growing on me. A couple of field notes if you're doing this trip. On the GDMBR map, it says the Kendall Valley Lodge is not open for food for non-residents. I couldn't get a room there, unfortunately, but the restaurant was great. And then secondly, just after Kendall Valley, as you exit the park, there's supposed to be a diner, general store that also has a few bike components. Well, I went past there this morning expecting to be able to stop for second breakfast, and they don't open until midday. Please don't rely on being able to pick up provisions. So that's a good couple of days without there being any sort of provisions whatsoever. Just worth bearing in mind, that's all. Morning. Just a few miles out of Pinedale now. I just got internet connectivity after being without for a while, and I just looked at YouTube and I can't believe it. There seem to be 1,000 of you that have subscribed to the channel. I'm absolutely gobsmacked by the number of views and the really nice comments. Thank you so much. It means such a lot knowing that someone is out there watching over me, if you like. I never would have expected that. Pinedale! First thing is to find a bike shop. They only have one set of brake pads in stock, but they've got a tyre, the same as the one I've got. So I'm going to swap the tyre out, I'm going to pick up some new sealant, and they're going to sort the free hub. All good. There may be another bike shop in town, in which case I might try and see if I can get some pads. For now, it's a quest for food. While the bike's being worked on, I've stopped at the Heart and Soul Cafe, as recommended by the guy in the bike shop. Just had a lovely omelette with breakfast potatoes, breakfast muffin, great coffee, and free refills, which is something that I really appreciate about America. We should do that in the UK. The bike shop's got my WhatsApp number, so they'll just send me a message when things are ready. I'm feeling really happy because I got new rubber.
I need to be taking more pictures.
Oh, here's the motor lodge. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, this will do nicely. We've got a bath as well. I'm in a very good mood. That might be because I just had a beer. And I beat the rain as well. Okay, better get the bike inside. Taking my rest day and just nipping up to the cafe. The place I'm staying at is also a hiker spot, so loads of through hikers coming in doing the CDT, looking for showers, laundry. I thought what I was doing was quite difficult, but I can't even imagine what it's like for them, carrying all that stuff on your back. Well, almost finished my rest day, but it wouldn't be complete without a chili dog, which I haven't had for ages. Been looking at the maps. It looks like it might be quite difficult to find somewhere to camp tomorrow, but there's no way I can make 70 miles to Atlantic City. I've spoken to the B&B and I've got somewhere booked for Tuesday, so it looks like 2 slightly shorter days before I head out to the Great Basin. It's been a bit weird not doing anything today. I woke up this morning and I was just ready to get on my bike, but yeah, I'm hoping that tomorrow I really feel the benefit from it. Good morning. I had a rest day yesterday in Pinedale. So I had a very lazy day. I ate far too much. I need to carb load a bit more. I'm currently at the Jackalow Motor Inn, which I can't recommend enough. It's been great staying here. I've made up a bag of bits and pieces that I think I don't need. So, and it must weigh at least 1 kilogram, maybe 1.5 kilograms. So next time I am near a post office and I've got an address, I will post that and reduce the weight, which will be good. I'm not in any major rush this morning because Atlantic City is about 70 miles away. And also, because it's the Great Basin just after that, I need to be in fairly good shape. So I've decided to have a bit of a slower get together. I need to go and do a little bit of a resupply. This is the laundry and hiker section. Complete with flour. All saddled up and checked out, ready to go. Bike's all set. The day's looking fantastic. Straight into resupply. Now, I mustn't get carried away because I've got very, very little room on this bike. But I might have room for these. Need those calories. Back on the road. I'm excited and it's a beautiful morning. Take it steady to begin with, let the legs warm up. I picked up a new folding toothbrush. And yesterday I went to a diner in the afternoon just for coffee and pie. So I've realised I'm transitioning into Jack Reacher, like twins separated at birth. Just going past the motel in which I stayed. So now I'm on new territory, not been along here before. I'm looking forward to seeing the basin in a couple of days, or the Red Desert. Got new rubber, all the pressures are staying up nicely. I noticed they fitted a new valve when they fitted the tyre, so that's really nice. Yesterday, for the first time in a month, I watched some TV. I got a feeling that someone had left their account logged in. I found myself watching the complete series of Professor T. Made me a bit homesick. Now I'm back on the road, whole different feeling. Hello, llama. Or maybe alpaca. Oh, okay. There's two alpacas making friends. An aerodrome. I see a glider box. Oh, I see a couple of glider boxes. Oh, one of the gliders is out. Cool. I was thinking about what it's like to shoot this video. Perhaps an egocentric thing to do. But I'm out here on my own and it's nice to talk to you. But I was reminded about my great uncle Fred. Or is it great uncle Fred? He and his wife Val moved to, I think it was Santa Barbara in California. They decided to come back home in the end. But he shot cinefilm. He shot cinefilm of California. And I believe he also shot some film of their train journey back across the whole of the US to New York and then home, perhaps on the Queen Mary. I'd love to see some of that one day. I believe it still exists. Maybe I'm carrying on a family tradition. I'd like to think so. The Boulder store. This looks good. Do you think they might have some rock cakes? Oh, I could pick up an extra drink and not use what I've got. Well, that was an amazing store. It's a whole Aladdin's cave. It's got everything in there. Plus it's got a bar attached to it and a hotel. So tons of things, but I need to drink them and eat them now because I can't get any more on the bike. Now look at this. Imagine having an observatory in your back garden with no light pollution around. Oh, wow. Brad, Bozeman, Sandy. Or Brad and Sandy Bozeman. Bozeman. Love that. Today's Groove on Repeat on Robbing Rocks to the Divide is Overnight by Parcels, those Antipodean funksters. I tend to find that you end up listening to the same song. If it's got the right rhythm over and over and over again, you just get into a zone. Lieutenant J.C. Fremont's Week in Sublette County. Kit Carson's Guide, Charles Preuss, topographer, Maxwell Hunter, and 20 Canadian voyageurs, including Basil Lajeunesse. 8 two-wheeled mule-drawn carts were used as far as Platte River. The lieutenant ascended Fremont Peak August the 15th, stayed here again August the 17th, and on the 19th recrossed South Pass. So ended Fremont's exploration of the Wind River Mountains and his stay in Sublette County. That shark fin feature of what I hope is the Wind River range is really distinctive. I've seen it for the last, I don't know, 50 miles or so, on and off. And we're back on the gravel. Oh, now we can see the climb going up. Doesn't look too horrendous. Been really lucky with the road today. Don't seem very friendly around here. No trespassing, with the water fenced off. About halfway up the climb. Now we take a left onto Lander Cutoff Road. Well, I will be when I get down to the bottom of this downhill. Nice burrito time, defrosted nicely. That's 1,000 feet of climbing over 40 miles, which is really nice and sedate. I was looking at the elevation profile for this afternoon. I think at the most I've got 1,000 feet. It's going to be up and down a bit, which can be a little bit draining. Yeah, not making bad progress at all. I'll be looking for another water source. I'm fine, I've got about 2.5 litres on me, but I'm going to need to replenish it if I'm camping tonight. There's nothing out here. The odd car every now and then. It's absolutely silent. Up and down, up and down, up and down. We'll drop below 8,000 feet and we'll be going just above it again. I just stopped and topped up all my water, but the climbs just keep on coming. But I think this is the last one. It was really nice. A couple asked if I was okay. Everyone's just there trying to help each other out. Real community. Well, rightly or wrongly, I've just taken the decision not to camp here. I didn't like the look of it. So I phoned Wild Bill at Wild Bill's B&B, and they do have some space tonight. I've just committed to doing another 33 miles. I don't know whether that's stupid or smart, but I think I've got it in my legs today. I'm burrito powered. My cabin is up there. There are 3 cabins and a shower block. There's chickens. Here's the deck. And Bill said they're going to extend the deck and put a proper roof on it and a pizza oven and all sorts of bits and pieces. So it's only going to get better here, and it's already good. Let's go check out Atlantic City. Population 58, including me. Try the Desert Springs General Store. On the GDMBR map, at least the electronic version, Wild Bill's is not shown, but it's the place to go. And the Miner's Delight is shown, but it's now a private residence, so you can't stay there. Go to Wild Bill's. They look after you. These cabins look interesting, and I fancy a Toblerone. I don't know why. I'm just settling in for whatever, a kilometre and a half of just straight up a hill. You'll see I'm sporting my new sun hoodie. I finally got the memo. My sun shirt's very nice, and I may well revert to that, but I thought I would give the hoodie a go. Instead of taking a 0 day, as I thought I would do after yesterday, it occurred to me that the smart move would be to do the 25 miles to Diagnus Well today, and then camp there where I know there's water, and then that only leaves 55 miles or whatever tomorrow, rather than having to do 80 something. Okay, let's try riding. The washboard road and how bad an energy sapping it can be. This is an example. You could be flying along and then you hit the washboard and it just stops you dead. And it's so thick, there's no way to get through it. So you're constantly scanning the whole road, looking for what could be any sort of usable path. Okay, so I'm heading out into the basin, which the locals call the Red Desert. So let's talk about the Great Basin. What is it? So the Great Basin is an area of ground that's about 100 miles long and about 50 miles wide. And a lot of this route is along the continental divide, and the divide is where water decides to either flow to the Atlantic or the Pacific. Well, in the basin, it doesn't do either of those things. It all flows into the basin. That's where it stays. There are very few water sources across the basin. As far as cyclists are concerned, there's two main ones. There's the Diagnus Well, which is where I'm trying to get to tonight, and then there's A&R Reservoir, which hopefully I'll get to late tomorrow afternoon. Now searching for the Diagnus Well. Can't be far. I can see some animals around. This leads me to suspect, yeah, we must be very close. I've got to look out for a road on my right hand side any second now. I can see it. Look for where the cows are. Yep, and I think I can even see the pipe sticking out of the ground. Slight problem as much as there's cows everywhere. But here is the well. It may not look great, but the water is beautifully cool. And actually, it doesn't taste too bad either. It's not really sulphurous. I'm shoving it through a filter anyway.